Hello and welcome to Introduction to Sociology. Today, we will be going over Chapter 5, Socialization. All of the following information was retrieved directly from OpenStax Sociology 3E. You can find a link to the free textbook in the description below. Thank you, OpenStax. Let's begin. Emergency workers from College of DuPage are prepared to treat patients with a wide array of illnesses and injuries. Beyond their medical training, they build skills in decision-making, teamwork, communication, and stress management. These abilities can be extremely valuable throughout the worker's life and careers, even if they move into other areas of employment. However, fast and efficient decision-making doesn't always translate to less intense environments. When Noel was 15, they saw a flyer about joining the volunteer ambulance corps. Noel was intrigued. They had an interest in pursuing medicine and liked volunteering, but ambulance work seemed like something for older people with professional training. At the information session, Noel learned that junior members of the ambulance corps could help with supplies and communications, and were allowed to ride on ambulance calls to assist the emergency medical technicians, EMTs. Noel was thrilled and signed up right away. Noel was amazed by how confidently the EMTs, some just a few years older than Noel, made consequential decisions. The EMTs relied heavily on their training and guidelines, but they did so quickly. And upon arriving at the hospital with a patient, Noel was similarly impacted by the efficiency of the nurses, doctors, and other staff. Noel developed a deep level of respect for that level of decisiveness and the expertise it required. Over their college years, Noel found themselves drawn toward the more strategic aspects of medicine and pursued a degree in healthcare administration. Meanwhile, they did get an EMT certification and joined the college emergency services team. Later on, while in grad school, Noel was a part-time professional EMT in a small city. With good grades and varied experience, Noel was recruited into a great job several states away. After interning in an urban hospital and spending years as an EMT, Noel had come to expect a degree of urgency in medicine. Hospital administration was certainly not an ambulance facility, but the slow pace of Noel's job was agonizing. Every inventory list, bill of lading, email reply, and even meeting schedule went through at several people for approval. Noel enjoyed the job, but was used to working more quickly. One day, Noel was looking over an equipment bill and noticed a serious error that no one else had caught. Nearly $250,000 in overpayment was about to be paid to a supplier. Noel immediately called the accounting department. No answer. Then they sent a group Slack message and fired off an email to their boss and a few other people involved with the billing and payment process. Noel was about to head across the building to address the issue in person, but finally, a message popped up. "Good eye, Noel. We'll hold this payment until we clear things up." Toward the end of the day, Noel received a message from their manager, Tracy, asking them to stop by. Tracy's office was crowded with 3 other people, including the director of accounting. Expecting to be congratulated, Noel was shocked when Tracy began outlining all the things Noel had done wrong. "Your frantic messaging and over-the-top language was incredibly disruptive, almost irresponsible," Tracy said. "But I was right," Noel replied in a louder voice than they intended. "Right or wrong," Tracy said. "You should have told your contact in accounting and waited to see the outcome. Instead, you panicked." "I did call accounting, but when I didn't hear back, I needed to take the next step. I wasn't panicking, I was being decisive." As Noel said this, they were thinking of all the times they had saved someone's life by making good decisions. Tracy sighed. "Decisiveness isn't good when it's disruptive. You caused 5 people to drop everything and start investigating. A few thought it was their fault." Noel started to protest, but Tracy shook her head. "I understand that you are coming from a faster-paced environment, and I can tell you've been frustrated. But if you're going to work here, you're going to have to work within our culture. Instead of pushing against how we do things, try to appreciate them. Otherwise, no one will be happy, least of all you." Tracy told Noel to take the evening to think about it and come back for a talk the next morning. Question. In Noel's story, who was right? A. Noel was correct. They saw something and took action. B. Tracy was correct. She acknowledged Noel found an issue but wanted it handled in a less disruptive way. Or C. Neither was entirely correct. Noel could have handled the error in a better way, and Tracy could have trained, socialized Noel in the work environment and approach. Let me know in the comments. Introduction. Socialization. The process through which people are taught to be proficient members of society by describing the ways that people come to understand societal norms/expectations, to accept society's beliefs, and to be aware of societal values. George Herbert Mead. Self refers to a person's distinct identity that is developed through social interaction. Generalized other. The common behavioral expectations of general society. Berg's ideas about moral development. Moral development. The way people learn what society considers to be good and bad. Important for a smoothly functioning society. Moral development prevents people from acting on unchecked urges. 3 stages. Pre-conventional. Children experience only through their senses. Conventional. Teens and young adults become more aware of others' feelings and take them into account. Post-conventional. Believe in morality in abstract or universal terms outside of one-to-one relationships. Gilligan's theory of moral development and gender. Researched young children of different genders. Boys exhibited morality based on justice, focusing on rules and laws. Girl exhibited a caring and understanding perspective, focusing on empathy and reasons for bad behavior. While the study has been criticized for its sample size, Gilligan did demonstrate limitations of earlier work. For example, she reacted to Kohlberg's focus on boys and men instead of other genders. Weiss. Nature versus nurture. Nurture can be defined as the relationships and caring that surround us, that makes us who we are. Nature, our genetics, temperaments, interests, and talents are set up before birth, make us who we are, rather than the environment around us. In both research-oriented and more casual conversations and debates, the origin of behaviors and beliefs, whether they arise from nature or nurture, are frequent topics of discussion. For example, are certain people born with the likelihood to be very outgoing, or do they develop that tendency based on instruction, example, or desire? Nature versus nurture in twins. Twins can be interesting subjects regarding nature versus nurture. They are often biologically similar or identical. They are often raised in the same environment by the same parents/family, yet they can be very different from an early age. Twin studies make up a significant portion of social science research, but they have been criticized for assumptions and cannot be applied to entire society. Social group agents. Family. Immediate and extended family. Historical and societal context impacts the way a child is raised. Socioeconomic status and related circumstances. Race, religion, ethnicity, national origin, and other elements of family background affect how people within the family are socialized. A peer group refers to a group of people who are similar in age and social status, who share interests. Figure 5.4. The socialized roles of parents and guardians vary by society. Years. Institutional agents. School. Hidden curriculum. The informal teaching done by schools that reinforce societal norms. The workplace. Religion. Government. Mass media. Distribute impersonal information to a wide audience via television, newspapers, radio, and the internet. Figure 5.6. Workplace socialization occurs informally and formally, and may include material and non-material culture. People may learn through trainings, documentation, meetings, and observing others. Especially in office settings, only some of the rules may be defined in documentation, such as codes of conduct. Question: what are your feelings regarding young children in princess movies/culture? A. Overall, princess movies promote positive values and should be encouraged. B. I don't love princess culture, but it doesn't cause significant harm. Naive. C. Princess movies send some mixed or negative messages to children and should be limited. Or D. Princess movies have very negative effects on children and should be avoided. Let me know in the comments. How about another question? With which woman characters do you think most young girls identify with or admire most? A. Characters like Belle, Ariel, and Cinderella. B. Characters like Tiana, Moana, and Merida. C. Characters like Elsa. Or D. Characters like Ray. Socialization across life course. Anticipatory socialization is the way adults prepare for future life roles, age-related transition points such as getting a first job, having a child, retiring, and so on. Post-high school activities around the world. In U.S., 2/3 of HS grads enroll in college before age 24. About 1/3 of that same population is also in the workforce. About 69% of the college attendees attend college immediately after HS. In contrast, in Denver, only 25% of students enroll in college immediately. Many take gap years or other interim periods. Many countries require military service as well. Dozens require it for men, and several require it for all genders. Resocialization. Resocialization. Old behaviors that were helpful in a previous role and removed because they are no longer of use, and new relevant behaviors take their place. Degradation ceremony. New members of an institution lose the aspects of their old identity and are given new identities. These occur in some obvious places, such as the military, or, in some people's eyes, joining a religious order or group. But they also occur in some professional training or even cultural immersion situations. Thank you for tuning in to Chapter 5 of Introduction to Sociology. I hope to see you in the next video for Chapter 6, where we will talk about groups and organization. Have a great rest of your day.